Have you ever spent a night in your car? It doesn't have to be some dramatic survival situation. Maybe it's a long road trip. You're cruising down the interstate at 2 a.m. Your eyelids are getting heavy. You still have 200 miles to go. So you pull into a rest stop thinking you'll just catch an hour of shut-eye. Maybe your car broke down on the way to the campground and the tow truck isn't coming until morning. Or maybe it's just a regular night out, you had a few drinks, don't want to drive, and definitely don't want to shell out for a hotel room. So you just recline the front seat and rough it for the night. The scenarios differ, but the ending is usually the same. That night is way more miserable than you thought it would be. And it's not because the seat wasn't soft enough or the space was too cramped. It's because of the cold. That bone-chilling cold where you can't even tell where it's coming from. You blast the heater, bundle up tight in a blanket, but the chill still creeps in through every single crack like water. It pulls up, surrounds you, and eventually soaks you right to the bone. You groggily crank up the heat, watch the gas gauge drop tick by tick, and catch nothing but broken sleep. The reason that night sucked so much wasn't the crappy conditions or a lack of willpower. It's because the way you were trying to stay warm was, from a physics standpoint, completely wrong. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jared Min. Every day, I'm here exposing the everyday secrets they don't want you to know. For most people, the knee-jerk reaction to sleeping in a car is leaving the engine idling so the heater keeps blowing. The logic seems bulletproof. The car has a heater, the heater needs the engine running, so just leave the engine running. But an idling engine is incredibly inefficient. The combustion temperature is way below its optimal cruising range. A massive amount of heat just escapes through the tailpipe, the radiator, and the engine bay straight into the outside air. Only a tiny fraction actually makes it into the cabin. You're basically burning an inefficient furnace outside, trying to heat up a drafty glass box. From a physics perspective, it's a losing battle from the get-go. And what exactly are you losing? First, gas. At idle, an average sedan burns through about half a gallon of fuel an hour. Sleep for 8 hours, and you're looking at 15 to 20 bucks just in gas money. Then there's engine wear and tear. At low idle, fuel doesn't burn completely, which speeds up carbon buildup in the cylinders. The oil can't properly lubricate all the moving parts, and it degrades much faster than it does during normal driving. Mechanics have a rough rule of thumb. 1 hour of idling equals about 30 to 50 miles of normal driving wear. Sleep for an 8-hour stretch, and you just put up to 400 miles of phantom wear on your engine. Do this over a whole winter, and the accelerated maintenance costs, oil changes, carbon cleaning, repairs could easily cost more than the hotel rooms you skipped. But with the methods I'm about to show you, if you even need to buy anything at all, it'll cost you about $5. And you'll actually get a good night's sleep in your car. Before we get into the how, we need to understand how heat actually escapes from a parked car. The reason you were freezing that last night wasn't a lack of heating methods. It's because you weren't thinking about heat loss at its source. Heat drain number 1. The seat right under you. Car seats, metal frames wrapped in high-density compressed foam, are actually excellent thermal conductors from a material standpoint. All night long, your seat is doing one thing: siphoning heat away from your body, conducting it down into the floorboards, and dumping it right out into the freezing air. Physics calls this conductive heat loss. It's relentless. It doesn't matter how many layers of blankets you pile on top. As long as there's no insulation underneath you, that thermal drain pipe is wide open. When people get cold, their instinct is to pile more blankets on top, but they're still freezing. Then they start wondering if their blankets are cheap or if the car's weather stripping is bad. Nope, the problem is directional. The heat is escaping from below, but you keep covering up from above. The fix is straightforward. Insulate beneath you. Fold up a moving blanket a few times, throw down a yoga mat, or even use flattened cardboard boxes. Anything with some thickness that doesn't conduct heat well. Place it between you and the seat, and you cut off that conductive pathway. Once the heat stops draining from the bottom, the layers on top can actually start doing their job. Order matters here. Fix the bottom first, then worry about the top. Get this backward, and you're just doing twice the work for half the result. Heat drain number 2. The glass all around you. Glass is the absolute worst insulator on your entire car. It has massive emissivity. meaning it's more than happy to radiate your heat right out. Your body is constantly radiating infrared heat, and the car windows let that radiant heat pass right through almost unbothered, releasing it into the cold night air. The R value of a single-pane car window is practically zero. Regular cardboard has an R value of about 1.5 per inch. That's not a minor difference. For a small, sealed space, it's a game changer. Cut cardboard to the shape of your windows and wedge it into the frames before you go to sleep. Every window you block seals off a major radiant heat leak. Block all 4 windows, and your cabin goes from a drafty glass box to a genuinely insulated space. It takes maybe 10 minutes of prep, but the jump in heat retention is night and day. If you have a Mylar emergency blanket handy, prioritize that over cardboard, with the reflective side facing inside. Mylar works exactly the opposite of glass. It actively bounces up to 90% of radiant heat straight back at you. Cardboard reduces heat loss, but a Mylar blanket reflects heat back. It is next level efficient. Heat drain number 3, your safest decision. You rolled all the windows up tight. A sealed space means the heat can't escape, right? The logic sounds flawless, but a hermetically sealed cabin will actually make you colder. Every time you exhale, you're pumping moisture into the cabin. In a sealed space, that moisture has nowhere to go. The humidity spikes, and the second it hits a surface below the dew point, like your windows, door panels, or bare metal, it condenses into water droplets. Meanwhile, your blankets and clothes are slowly soaking up this moisture, getting stealthily damp. Damp insulation loses almost all its ability to keep you warm. Insulation materials work by trapping massive amounts of tiny dead air pockets, and still air is an amazing thermal barrier. But once water replaces that air, the insulation fails. Water conducts heat 25 times faster than still air. You think you're bundled up in a warm blanket, but you're actually wrapped in a thermal drain pipe. This is the real reason people wake up freezing in the middle of the night. It's not that the outside temperature dropped drastically, it's that their insulation quietly failed. There's another issue. In a sealed car, the carbon dioxide you exhale pools at face level. Because CO2 is denser than oxygen, it sinks to the lower levels of the air, exactly where your head is when you're laying down. You won't suffocate, but you'll be breathing in elevated CO2 levels all night. Your body senses the slight drop in your blood pH and kicks into survival mode. It constricts the blood vessels in your skin and extremities to pool resources and protect your core organs. The result? Your hands and feet freeze faster, you feel colder, and your sleep quality tanks, all while you're blaming your blankets for not being thick enough. The fix sounds totally counterintuitive. Pick a window and crack it open about a centimeter. Don't seal it completely. Just a tiny gap about the thickness of a pencil. You won't even feel a draft, but it lets that moisture-heavy air slowly escape before it hits the dew point. The cabin stays relatively dry, your insulation stays dry all night, and your actual feels-like temperature stays higher than if you had sealed the car shut. Plus, that 1 centimeter gap passively maintains gas exchange, naturally solving the CO2 buildup problem. Pro tip: sleep with your head near the cracked window, and try laying lengthwise in the back seat instead of curled up in the front. With your head closer to the fresh air, your hands and feet will stay much warmer than usual. Next up, what you're wearing might be part of the problem. Now that you've plugged the heat leaks, you need to make sure your own body heat isn't being wasted by bad fabric choices. Check the tag on your base layer. If it's 100% cotton, you've got a problem. Cotton is super comfortable in dry environments, but in a cold, damp car, it's literally one of the worst insulators known to man. Cotton absorbs moisture like a sponge. Between your night sweats and the cabin condensation, a cotton base layer will get damp in just a few hours. Damp cotton loses almost all its insulation value and actively pulls body heat away from you, making you colder and colder. In military survival training, there's a saying, cotton kills. In the context of sleeping in your car, that's not an exaggeration. Your base layer needs to be wool or synthetic fibers. Wool can trap dead air even when it's damp, retaining about 80% of its insulating power. Polyester fleece wicks moisture away incredibly fast, keeping that inner pocket of air dry all night. Even just wearing a basic merino wool undershirt beneath a cotton hoodie makes a huge difference. And here's a mistake that's even more counterintuitive than the cotton rule. Don't wear your thickest winter coat to sleep. Use it as a blanket. People think this is crazy. Shouldn't you wear your heaviest coat? But insulation isn't about absolute thickness. It's about trapping dead air. When you lie down wearing a heavy parka, your body weight completely crushes the insulation underneath you. The air pockets collapse, and the R value drops to near zero, right at the exact point where your body touches the seat, which is where you need insulation the most. The right way to do it: wear loose-fitting base layers and drape that heavy coat or blanket over you, letting it form a tent-like pocket of air around your body. Because this space isn't being crushed by your body weight, the air stays trapped and still. Your body heat will slowly bake that little pocket of air, getting warmer and warmer. At rest, your body pumps out about 100 watts of heat, roughly equivalent to an old-school incandescent light bulb. Do this right, and that 100 watts will toast up that little air pocket nicely. Do it wrong, and most of that heat just dissipates into the cabin, leaving you with barely enough to fight off the freezing drafts. Beyond all these tricks, here are 2 pro tips you absolutely need to know. 1. Don't rush to move after parking. A freshly run engine block is holding a massive amount of heat. After you kill the ignition, that heat doesn't just vanish. It slowly radiates through the firewall, the metal bulkhead separating the engine bay from the cabin and into your car. This heat transfer window lasts for about 20 to 30 minutes, and during this time, the cabin temp can passively rise by 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You drove here, you already paid for the gas that made that heat. If you don't actively trap it, it just escapes into the night air and goes to waste. The move here is park the car, put up your window blocks, shut all the doors, and then just chill. Sit or lay down for 20 to 30 minutes and let that residual heat soak into the cabin. Use this time to lay out your mats and get your sleep setup ready. 2 birds, 1 stone. 2. Point your tailpipe into the wind. If you still have a choice of where to park, or can micro-adjust your positioning, point the rear of your car into the wind, not the nose. The front of your car has the windshield, the hood, and the grille, a massive surface area exposed to the wind, which speeds up convective heat loss. The rear of the car is much more compact, and the trunk acts as a massive buffer, slowing heat loss way down. Once you find a spot, take 10 seconds to feel which way the wind is blowing and park accordingly. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it makes a huge difference in heat retention all night long. Cold weather researchers have known this forever. Military survival instructors know this. And the people who actually live out of their vehicles long-term in extreme climates definitely know this. They aren't relying on expensive gear. They're relying on a solid understanding of physics. The auto industry has zero incentive to tell you any of this. Selling you 12-volt heated seat cushions, portable space heaters, and electronic gizmos is what pads their bottom line. But this stuff should be common knowledge. You don't need a science degree, and you don't need hardcore outdoor survival experience. You just need someone to explain the logic of heat flow, and then you just follow the steps. The next time you spend a night in your car, whether by choice or by necessity, run through this logic. You'll realize that once you actually understand its thermodynamics, an everyday car is a highly effective survival tool just waiting to be used right. It was there all along, you just didn't know how to use it. That's all for today's video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.